The Brimstone Sands update is just a week away, but are we too excited for it? Is it overhyped? That's what I want to talk about in this video. What's up, guys? My name is Steven with Level Up MMO, and this video is going to be all about the hype or overhype of the Brimstone Sands update, which is set to launch on October 18th. Now, that update does bring a lot to the game. It is the biggest update to date, and that's something to be excited about. So it does deserve some hype. However, I do think we are reaching the point, and we have for a couple weeks now, where maybe we're looking too much into it. And I want to talk about why that is right now. So I'm going to start off by just saying there is no level cap increase. So that means when you jump in, if you're returning to the game, or if you're already level 60, if you already have a pretty high gear score, let's say 620 plus, there's not really a lot coming for you. There's also no gear score increase. So progressing your character forward in a vertical way isn't really going to appear in this update. So if you're like me and you really like progressing, it's not going to feel the same. In the same vein though, there is still things to do and there is still new content. So with this update, you will get a whole new zone, but again, without a reason to really go do it outside of Heart Runes and the Ennead, the new expedition. So you can go there, but it's kind of like, why? You know, like you can run the Ennead and maybe there's going to be one or two best in slot items that you can get from it. But outside of that, it's no different than exactly what you're doing now. It's just a different dungeon to run. And the zone, yes, it looks like it's going to be super cool. It's massive. There are unique features to it. But again, you're not progressing your character in that zone in terms of level or gear score. You're kind of just there. It's just new content without anything really behind it outside of the Heart Runes. And of course, I guess you could say the Great Sword, but that's not really tied to the zone. Now, the Heart Runes are cool. And of course, the Rune Glass and all that sort of jazz, that's unique. It is something new to the game. But again, the Heart Runes are more of like a horizontal progression. It's just one new ability you'll unlock, and I don't think it's going to take people too long to get to the one that they want and level that up. So again, there's not too much content value out of that after maybe a couple of weeks. So the other reason to be excited is the Great Sword, and that's fair, right? You come back, there's a new weapon. A lot of people have been asking for this and waiting for this, so it's really exciting to get it into the game. However, once you get it up to 20, you're in the exact same spot. There's nothing new. You just have a new weapon. You can use that to run the same stuff you've been running. And of course, if you're already up, completely maxed out with your gear, once you get the sword to 625, well, what do you do then? Now, most of this has been negative, although I have sprinkled some positivity in there, and I am excited about these things, but I think it is overhyped for those of us who are already 60 and who are already pushing 620 to 625 like I am. Who I don't think it's overhyped for is actually the people that are coming back that are maybe starting on the fresh servers, maybe beginning new characters, or were only level, I don't know, 10, 15 or something like that, and they quit back in the day. For them, this is really exciting. The speed at which you level, the new zone revamp, all the new systems and things for them to come back to. I think that if you're returning, this is a phenomenal update and something that is going to make the overall experience in New World fantastic. So if you're new, come back, enjoy this. You are not overhyping this. This is great for you. This is great for returners and people who are still in the leveling process. I just want to say, I do view this as an overall massive win for New World, but I want people to come into it with the right mindset that if you are at the end game already, your game is not going to change that much. You're going to get one new ability and be able to level up one new weapon and run one expedition, but none of which is actually going to push your character to a higher level, to a higher gear score, or anything like that. None of that is going to change. And I understand some people are okay with horizontal progression. No biggie there. No harm, no foul. However, I like a little bit more of that vertical progression, and I understand why they're not doing it, but I do hope in the next update, or at least in the next couple of months, we see something else to play for. So now I want to know your thoughts. Do you think it's overhyped? Do you agree with my stance on this, that it's not as exciting for those of us who are already at the end, but it is really cool and a great time for people to come back? Let me know in the comments down below. I look forward to seeing those. And of course, if you like this video, if you like New World content, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to support me directly, become a member here on YouTube. It's just like a Twitch sub. It means a lot to me. And as always, good luck in your adventures.